Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Togen's Fly Shop, Maui Jim Sunglasses, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another segment of On the Bench. Today I'm going to tie up a simple little green halfback nymph, which is a very effective pattern on most water. Just a couple notations here. I'm tying this one as more of a clinger style. It's a little thicker, more robust. This will be fished in more of like streams and rivers where the nymphs will cling onto the rocks. And there's the burrower nymphs. You'll find in more muddy bottoms are going to be more slender. So keep that in mind when you're doing your halfbacks and when you're constructing them as far as the tapers. Now, just bring this up as far as weighting your nymphs. Nymphs actually come to the surface at an angle like so forth when they're emerging. So it's really important to get your weight on these flies properly. I put a little lead in about a third of the front, not quite to the front. I want to kind of balance my fly out. I want it to ride in this position in the current. A lot more effective than if it had a heavy bead head on it. A lot of times they look really nice with a bead head on there. They look really good in your vise or your fly box, and they do get down in the water column, but they kind of run maybe more like a jig, or they'll run a little bit nose down, maybe like that. So something I'd really want to watch for. Let's go over the materials. We're going to tie the fly. 1710 Daiichi number 12 will be the nymph hook I'm going to use. I'm going to put some Semperfli lead-free 0.5 millimeter lead wire on there for my weight. I'm going to be using some 6/0 wax thread. The tail, I'm going to be using some olive neck hackle here for the tail material. The thorax, or the body I should say, is going to be some dirty bug yarn and dirty pale olive color. This is really nice material from Semperfli. Also for the thorax, we'll be using some Straggle legs from Semperfli, the Lycian color, really nice. So ribbing, I'm going to be using some micro glint tinsel in medium olive. And yes, for the Wingcase, I'm going to use some turkey quill. So let's get a hook in the vise here. Now I put the lead wire on here. I always lead my hooks prior, kind of step tie, get everything ready. Now I don't want to right up the front. I'm going to, like I said on my pattern there, I want it kind of to balance my pattern out. It's really important where you position your lead. I'm just putting a little thread in front and behind so it doesn't slide around. Then I'll go with the tie in the tail position with over the point of the barb. I'll grab a little bit of my, get one of these neck hackles here. Nice mottled olive. And pinch off from the side, make sure the tips nice and straight. And you want about gape length for those. There you go. Cut off the butts. Now this will be my micro glint tinsel. Use some of this new, there's an old pattern with some new materials like the Semperfli materials of really, really nice to work with. This makes it quite easy to tie this fly. It looks really good. Then for the body, I'm going to use some dirty bug yarn. Now this is a product that is wound. There's 2 strands in here. I'm going to, depends on the size of your fly. If you're using something bigger, you can keep it all on there at one time. You can, if you're going small, you can knock that down just to 1 strand if you want, if you're going in small material. Now we're just going to hand over hand this forward. It's a nice thin body there. When I showed you, the first body was more for a clinger. This one will do more of a burrower style, just so you get the idea. Okay. And that is bug yarn that is wound together. Very simple, easy to tie. I'm just going to come forward with my micro glint. Gives it some nice segmentation and really adds to that fly. There we go. See the nice segmentation in there. There, now we come in with our wing case of our turkey quill. The dull side, we're going to take the good side down, of course, dull side down. Tie over it very good there. Coming back nearly half, as we call a halfback style. Then we come in with legs are always an issue with nymphs, and here's these straggle legs. A nice UV material all wound up on a spool for you. It's really user friendly, so get your fly shops. Hope to pick these materials up. Anybody can tie these flies. It's quite easy. I'm just going to keep touching turns. I'm going to bring my fibers back as I come forward. And don't crowd the eye. Tie it off. There you go. A few extra turns. Come over top with my wing case. Cut that off. I just lay my scissors on the top of the eye. So I get a nice close trim. Give me a little head on there with my thread. Bring a whip finish tool in here. A little whip finish. And cut that off. Now I'll just get a little dubbing picker here and pick the legs out so they're standing there, and that's a nice, kind of a really nice little nymph. Really quite easy to tie, but now you got these Semperfli materials, like I say, it really makes this little halfback easy to tie and a very, very effective pattern, and different colors, your browns, your olives, blacks if you like, and it's different sizes. That's a fly that every angler wants in their fly box, no matter where you're fishing, for your mayfly nymphs. Okay, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you again real soon.